Hello, my name is Tom Lodziak. In this video, I'm going to explain why some of your serves are completely rubbish. You send out your best possible serve, then boom, it gets smashed straight past you. Why does this keep happening? I'm going to explain a few reasons why your serve is weak and how you can make your serves stronger. Let's take a look. If your serves are too bouncy, it makes it much easier for your opponent to return your serves aggressively. We can see in these examples that my serve is going, 10, 20 centimeters over the net. So this gives my opponent, Ferenc, very easy attacking opportunities, and he keeps smacking the ball past me. So you want to keep your serves much lower over the net. Now to do this, try contacting the ball lower here, maybe around about net height, and you'll find the ball stays lower. If you contact the ball too high up, what tends to happen is that you hit the ball down into the table, and that makes it bounce too high. So get your whole body lower, toss the ball, let it drop low, then make your contact and the ball will stay lower. Let's look at Ferenc serving, and we can see how his serves go much lower over the net, and that makes it much harder for me to be able to return aggressively. I mean, sometimes I can get the ball back, but I have to play a little safer. I can't be so aggressive. If you serve to your opponent's hitting zone, then bad things can happen. Okay, what are the hitting zones? Well, typically the hitting zones are sort of the middle of the table. And when the ball comes to the hitting zone, the ball tends to sit up a little bit nicer, and then they can go for the more aggressive returns of serves. So we can see in these examples that Ferenc is able to execute attacking shots very easily. The placement of the serve just doesn't cause him any problems. He's not having to move. He's able to come forwards onto the ball to be more aggressive. He's under no real pressure at all. So try to get your serves into difficult positions on the table. You could serve short to the backhand, you could serve short to the middle, serve short to the forehand. Okay? You could serve out wide so the ball's coming off the table, out wide here. You can do serves which go very deep into the corners, serves which come into your opponent's crossover position, anywhere other than just very comfortably into your opponent's hitting zone. Let's look at Ferenc serving and notice how he keeps serving into different positions on the table. It's really difficult for me to get settled because I don't know where he's going to serve to, and he's not giving me any kind of easy opportunities. He's not putting the ball into my hitting zones where I can power into the ball. If you always serve backspin like this, and if you always serve topspin like this, then it's going to be really easy for your opponent to be able to read your spin and to play a positive return. And as we can see from these examples, Ferenc knows what serve I'm going to do before I've even hit the ball. I'm being way too obvious. He can see from my bat angle before I've even got anywhere near contacting the ball that it's either going to be a backspin serve or it's going to be a topspin serve. So he's been able to prepare his attacking shot and can put me straight under pressure, win point straight away, because he knows exactly what's coming. So instead you want to try to develop a service action where you can generate different spins but with a similar looking action. A pendulum serve, a classic pendulum serve, is a perfect example of this. And a pendulum serve is going to look something like this. And with this swing, I could contact underneath the ball, backspin, or I could pull up a little bit on contact, generating a bit of topspin. So we're starting to make it a little bit harder for the receiver to know what spin it is you're going to do. So let's look at Ferencz serving, and we can see I'm finding it much harder now because it's not giving obvious clues. I'm having to work much harder to try to read the spin. Sometimes I can read it, sometimes I'm getting it wrong. But the important thing is that Ferencz is making it difficult for me. If your serves lack spin, then it is easier for your opponent to play aggressive returns. And as we can see, once more, I'm doing some fancy service actions, but I'm not spinning the ball, okay? They're just all going over floating. So it poses no challenge to Ferencz whatsoever. I keep giving him a consistently floaty ball so he can attack aggressively whenever he wants and win the point directly. So make sure when you're serving, you're actually getting a decent spin contact, okay? And at its most basic, you have to accelerate into the ball and make a brushing contact. That will generate spin. And when you generate more spin, you will give your opponent more difficulty. They're going to have to work harder at returning your serves, and they won't be able to be quite so aggressive. Let's look at Ferencz serving again, and pay special attention to how he accelerates the wrist and brushes the ball when serving. We're playing this out in real time, so it might be a little bit difficult to see, but you can see there's plenty of acceleration into the ball every time he serves, so he's generating good levels of spin with these serves. And finally, if you make too many service errors with your serve, then something is clearly wrong with your serves. Making the occasional mistake is fine, it happens. But if you're making several service errors in a match, then you're giving away too many cheap points. And there's only one thing you can do to sort this out. Practice, practice, and more practice. Get yourself a box of balls, find a table, and serve, serve, serve again. Keep on serving until you can serve and achieve a very high level of consistency. I hope that gave you a few ideas about how you can improve your serves. And a big thank you to Coach Ferencz for demonstrating how to serve properly. If you want to find out more about Ferencz, you can go to his website at paragontabletennis.co.uk. I will have plenty more videos coming soon, or take a look at one of these other table tennis tutorials which I have made. Okay, I will see you all again soon. Bye bye.